Do you think looks strong as per your reading? Like who are the tough guys this time?
Like every year, I think that again this year we will see some surprises. We will see one team who was not maybe last year top of the table that will surprise everybody. So then again, you always have contenders for a title. You always have our opponents as ATK, Mumbai City, Bengaluru, many of them every year organizing, constructing good team and fighting for a title, being like among the first contenders for a shield and for a playoffs. So every year they have the same objective. They're going there again. From our perspective and our situation, we are the team that has to believe in ourselves. We have to believe in ourselves. We have quality. We showed last year that we can surprise anybody. So, and that with that quality and positive mindset, and especially with huge support we have, again we can achieve nice things. But speaking about many other things, you know, there are many teams who are in front speaking about, you know, titles and everything. So we have to stay humble. We have to work hard. We know our position. We know who we are. We know what we can do, especially speaking about domestic games, and we want to achieve it. We want to be concentrated, focused on those things, and we want to achieve it. So let this season start, and then we'll see.
And about tomorrow's match, like what do you think? What do you expect tomorrow? Like,
well, good game, good event, especially with a huge crowd coming for the first game after so long. And again, you know, when the game starts and the players, they are concentrated and focused on the things happening on the pitch, you're concentrated on the ball. In some occasions, you're not even aware what's happening all around you because your focus with adrenaline is on at the pitch. So I expect a good game. I expect both teams wanting to go for it, for all 3 points. And then, like I always, as a sportsman, I always like to say, like, let the better team wins. So, you know, expecting to have a good game tomorrow, everybody motivating, and we'll see.
Coach, one more question. This time we have 7 Malayali players, including Sahal Abdul Samad, KP Rahul. So what is your expectation about the local boys, especially the match held at the home ground?
Well, you know, speaking of them, it is also kind of message that in all the community, all the organizations, speaking about Kerala as a football state, it is possible, you know, if you respect certain things, especially your youth programs and everything, there is possibility that you can reach also the first squad of Kerala Blasters. Just mentioning these boys who were playing also in the past for national teams, he's still now playing for national teams, becoming important part of it. So, you know, I'm glad to see them, not only them, but I'm glad to see local boys, I'm glad to see youngsters, I'm glad to see domestic players improving day by day. And such a great achievement, such a great pleasure for you as a coach. So, of course, I hope that they will confirm and repeat certain things from last season. And again, hope that they will show you that they can be even better.
Just one added question. Can we expect the forward Srikut and the first 11?
Yeah, like I said, anything is possible. Because they showed even in the pre-season, they are part of the team. You know, these young boys, they have quality. They're good guys. They have potential. They're quick. So of course, why not? You know, even last year we showed with some new names, some new guys that they can be a value of our team. So why not? Everybody's available. So.
Coach, what do you think of the change in the playoffs format? Like that is one thing. Does it help teams breathe easier? Like, and also the matches from Thursdays to Saturdays, Thursdays weekend matches. Like, does it give you better gap like between matches? Like.
Yeah, of course, because from coaching perspective and from technical side, it's better because you have more time to practice, you have more time to recover, you have more time to train, and it gives you longer term in one season. If you just organize one tournament, like in a short term, and then first it changes everything. It changes the perspective and the way how you prepare in a pre-season. The moment you start, there is no more huge gap or space to train, to practice certain things. Then it is bad on a short term because the one moment you get injured, you're out. So the season for you is done. When the season is on a longer term, there is still possibility that you recover, you get back in the game. And that was the case last year. Jessel can say it. You know, the moment he got injured in the, I think, 11th game against Hyderabad, he was out till the end, and we were sorry about it. And it was kind of in January, you know. Rahul KP, he got injured in the first game. He got back in the semi-finals. And this was not nice. So on the longer term, the players get more space to improve. The players get more space to become better. Huge gaps, not huge, but big gaps between games. It gives you more time to practice, to recover your bodies, and it gives you possibility to be ready for every other game. So from that perspective, it's nice to have that longer term competition. So I think it will be more interesting. Will be more interesting because more teams will be fighting on a longer term till the end to get that spot in top 6. Some teams last year, speaking about top 4, some teams last year already in January, they knew that they're out and they started playing casually, and then it was not the same from the, let's be correct perspective. It was not the same last year playing against one team in November, December, and then in January. Because in November, December, they were still were going for 100%, and then in January they were like almost out. Some of players, when they get injured, you're out. Your team becomes like weaker, and then it was not the same. Now, in the longer term, it is better.
Coach, there are the young Indian players, Sahal, Jessel, Hormiva had a great season last year. But we've seen with Indian players, there's this graph where they peak and then they drop down. How do you sort of get them to be consistent so that the national team benefits in the long run?
Well, first of all, of course, with the longer term season, that's the number one thing. The other thing is that these boys, they're committed to football. They're committed to their job. They are so professional, and every player during one career makes that click in the head. Every player realized that doing this, it's your life, and then you have to understand that you must be consistent in order to reach higher levels. So Jigson, Sahal, some other players, they are already on the list of national teams, and they are performing good in national teams. So they understand now, and they have more responsibility. It's responsibility for themselves, for the environment, families, and everything. And when you become such a professional, then you just continue. This is your life. So they understand. They know that their consistency in this season will put them on a map of Indian football that it can last for a long time. So all the players who understand that they had a great season. They had a great season and have a great career. So they are conscious about that, they're responsible, and we are glad to have them.
2 years players have been locked up. You know, you were playing in a centralized venue, approaching, you know, you have a similar approach. You're going to play in a ground which you know very well. Now, you know, you're going to be traveling away. You know, venues like Jamshedpur, Guwahati, which can take half a day to travel. You know, how big a test is of mentality here? You know, when you've suddenly been locked up and now you're free, you're going to play in different conditions every. Has it impacted players at all, or are you looking forward to giving them extra motivation to going back to old ways?
Well, from technical perspective, your preparation of those games doesn't change. So you prepare your games, and now it depends if you play home or away games. Of course, there is a travel moment. Sometimes you have to make a trip on a longer term, but. You know, as a former football player, I know the feeling. As a coach now, even the players, they know, you are used to, get into the bus, get into the plane, go to the airport, go to the hotel. We are used to it. So, and you accept the fact that this is football, this is your life. You play a game, you sleep in a hotel, you go, you take a trip, this is it. So from technical side, everything stays the same. From a preparation, of course, depending where you have to play, depending on the weather conditions, depending, the other day we were speaking in our hotel after one training. I remember me as a player playing in one country and then having that situation, playing home games on 20 degrees, then getting into plane and going for a away game on -15. Nobody asks you if you can do it or not. That's your job. That you're a professional You have to adapt, you have to do it. You know, going there, playing in the snow, -15, get the drip, get the back. So this is it. So with these kind of things, you have to deal as a club, as a football player, and this is what makes you better. When you go through all those things and you see that you're capable of doing that, then you get more confidence, you become better, you improve, and then later nothing can surprise you. You're ready for any other situation. So from that part, there is no worries.
Some of the youngsters have not seen that in the last 2 years. Just come out.
Great. This is you know, there is always first chance in your life to see certain things. So this will be their first chance to see that, to experience, and that will make them better for the future. So we are not worried about them. We are there to explain them.
We are taking the last question.
Hello, coach.
Hello.
So I know it's a very reputed question, but do you think the refereeing will be better this season? What's your thought on that? Does that concerns you, the refereeing part of the game?
Well, you know, I think that last year we were among the clubs who were in many situations at the bad end of, let's say, less good decisions. You know, we lost many points due to those decisions last year. Yet we were never aggressive. We were never, you know, me as a coach, I accept the fact that these guys, they're trying to do their best. You know, they're all good guys, they're all good people, and this is also the specific job. So this year we had, last week I was flying to Mumbai for 2 days on a meeting with ISL organization. And the nice thing that this year the ISL organized, and all the referees now are on a full-time job, professionals. It's been now a while that there is also the former very famous English referee who is also on a full-time, you know, being part of education program, correcting referees, improving them and making that next step to the next level, which is VAR technology and goal technology, which will have to come to ISL as well. So again, this year, it might happen that it can happen again, not only to us, but many teams were not happy with those decisions last year. That's part of the game. We have to deal with that. And you know, I always as a coach say, I can never lose my temper or lose my nerves about the things that I cannot control. So these are the things, these guys, they have to make decisions in a certain situations. It's also not easy. So we, from our technical side, we are also there to work, to cooperate together with them, to help whatever to, you know, that Indian football ISL looks better. So I hope that this year they will make the step of improvement, because it's a normal part of any life that you want to improve things. So I hope that this year it will be, you know, step to improvement for the future. So let's hope and we'll see.
Oh, just last one on a lighter note, is the white shirt ready?
Of course. Couple of them now. Okay. Everything's ready.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.